OU Advocacy advocates to elected officials in Washington and in state capitals around the country on behalf of the interests of our community. That includes funding for our schools, security for our synagogues, the welfare of the State of Israel, protecting religious liberty for American Jews across the country, and so much more.
4 years ago in New York, the Jewish day school and Jewish education and yeshiva community was receiving approximately $40 million. This coming year, in 2016-2017, they'll receive over $150 million in government aid.
The efforts of the OU Advocacy Center succeed because of the partnership between our professional staff and dedicated and tireless activists within our community.
Just this past year, we obtained in excess of $10 million of support for yeshivas and day schools within New York City.
We've also been very successful overall in nursing services, and something that we instituted last year and received tremendous assistance for and had unbridled success, which was doubled this year, was security funding for all parochial schools in the state.
Very first thing you need in a country, in an organization, in a school, in a building, is that the people who are inside have to feel safe. And thanks to the OU for the NSPG grant that we were fortunate enough to garner here, we feel safe morning to night.
Teach NJS has shined the spotlight for how our families and our community can lobby government to provide technology funding, security funding, nursing funding, things so desperately needed for the children in our community.
The funding that we received with the help of Teach NYS helped us build a perimeter fence around our entire campus.
Working with Teach NJS has helped us improve the bottom line, the amount of money that we're getting from the federal and state grants for security, technology, nursing, and textbooks.
The reality is that government is not going to solve the tuition crisis, but we cannot solve the tuition crisis without government. There's only one organization that is focused on this like a laser beam, and that's the Orthodox Union through their OU Teach NYS initiative.
The cost of tuition is a tremendous burden on our parent body. And one of the great things about receiving the additional mandated services funds was that we were able to keep tuition as low as possible.
Over the years, I've been hearing how Teach NYS has helped my children receive better services, better accommodations, whether it comes to security or education. I really appreciate it, and it really makes me feel as a parent better about my choices to send my kids to yeshiva day school.
With more security funding, Teach NJS is helping my school feel safer.
For me to be able to turn to parents and say, you know, look what we were able to do, and we didn't have to take it out of our budget or out of our financial aid for families, and you know, we were able to get this additional support has been really incredible.
Teach NYS and OU Advocacy really took the initiative as people are getting more and more nervous about security to make sure that the needs of the school were addressed.
Moving forward, we'd really like to continue to work with Teach NJS to continue to mobilize our parents so that we can receive more funding in areas of textbooks, technology, nursing, security.
This effort has really just begun. We've done quite well. We've brought a lot of money to the table, but it's still a drop in the bucket.
In the early months after Superstorm Sandy hit New York and much of the tri-state area, we heard from so many people and houses of worship that they were not able to apply for FEMA disaster funds. So one of my first pieces of legislation, which passed the House largely due to efforts by the OU, was to allow houses of worship to be able to apply for these important FEMA funding.
We have to be involved, we have to know them, they have to know us by a first-name basis, and then our concerns will be their concerns.
We greatly appreciate all of our partners who work with us and have helped us achieve the record of success.
And the potential for us to do more is great if we apply ourselves. If we say to ourselves that we can achieve more, if we say to ourselves that number should grow to billions of dollars, the potential is there. The question is, are we ready to get involved? The question is, are we ready to step up in a meaningful way?